It's time to trust Tom Cruise and Ethan Hunt one last time, and your mission is to choose how, when, and where to watch Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning. The franchise's return with its 8th entry comes as it potentially concludes a nearly 30-year run as one of Hollywood's premier theatrical franchises. This includes billions of dollars of revenue at the box office as audiences check out Tom Cruise's daring Mission: Impossible stunts on the biggest screens possible. The franchise has remained away from streaming exclusives, even though the IP originated on the small screen in the 1960s. With Tom Cruise leading the charge for the importance of the theatrical experience and ensuring that each of his movies is best positioned to be an event that demands to be seen on large screen formats, there was never any question about whether Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning would be released in theaters exclusively. As of May 23, 2025, it will finally be time to see the movie and witness the latest creation of Cruise and writer-director Christopher McQuarrie. And while viewing habits have shifted over the years, The Final Reckoning's streaming release is not imminent. Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning releases in theaters on May 23, 2025. It'll be in IMAX 2. Paramount has given Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning the biggest release possible. It's hitting theaters exclusively on May 23, 2025, in America, with several international territories getting it even earlier. The Final Reckoning's showtimes technically begin on May 22 thanks to Thursday night previews that are accessible to the public. This includes the earliest possible showings for fans without pre-movie advertising, allowing them to jump right into the nearly 3-hour action epic that has received strong reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Find showtimes for Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Theatrical showtimes from Friday, May 23, onward can be found via the links below. As is normal for a Tom Cruise movie, especially with the Mission: Impossible franchise, there is a big push to see the movie in theaters on the biggest screens possible. This includes IMAX. The film's marketing campaign has highlighted how the movie is made specifically for IMAX. McQuarrie even highlighted how seeing The Final Reckoning in theaters will be the only opportunity to see the movie in this expanded aspect ratio. When will Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning release on streaming? It won't happen anytime soon. Paramount has not confirmed when Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning will be released on streaming. The movie will stream on Paramount Plus at the appropriate time, but that will likely come several months from now. Usually, a Paramount film comes to streaming in 2 months or less. That's how the studio handled recent blockbuster franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Gladiator 2, and A Quiet Place: Day One, which all debuted on Paramount Plus 60 days after their theatrical releases. Mission: Impossible is a different story, though. After Mission: Impossible: Dead Reckoning came out in July 2023, Paramount waited 197 days to release it on streaming. That gap is surely due to deals made with Cruise and McQuarrie about the film's theatrical exclusivity window and streaming gap. Since Dead Reckoning and The Final Reckoning were developed simultaneously, it would make sense for the 8th film to have a guaranteed similar release schedule. In that case, The Final Reckoning might not be released on streaming until early December 2025. When will Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning release on digital? An at-home option won't take forever. Tom Cruise, Greg Tarzan Davis, Simon Pegg, and Haley Atwell stand together in Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning. As much as Paramount and Cruise want viewers to see The Final Reckoning in theaters, the studio will make it available to buy or rent on digital well before a streaming release. Paramount's typical strategy would point to this happening in 32 days or less, as that's how they handled the last films in the Sonic, Transformers, Gladiator, A Quiet Place, Smile, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchises. But, again, Cruise and Mission: Impossible have their own set of rules. It's likely that Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning's digital release will come in August 2025. Paramount gave Dead Reckoning an exclusive theatrical window of 90 days 2 years ago. It would make sense for pre-existing deals to exist that guarantee a similar window for Mission: Impossible: The Final Reckoning. A 90-day gap between theatrical and digital releases would put the 8th, and possibly last, installment in Cruise's franchise out on PVOD platforms in late August, hopefully after a wildly successful box office performance.